going to be showing you how to set up a seamless body in 3ds Max, how to start the Physique on it, how to save and open your Physique files, and how to start a basic Physique on a skirt. So this is for Imvu, and I am using 3ds Max 2012, so my toolbars and stuff might look a little bit different than yours, but it's the same basic concept. You should have basic knowledge of 3ds Max to follow along on this tutorial. I'm not going to really be going into any of the 3ds Max functions, just going to show you how I set up my bodies. Some people might do this differently, but I've had a few people ask me for a tutorial, so this is how I do it. Okay, so if you notice, the file comes in 4 different pieces. You can download this file from the Creator Center on the Imvu website. I'll put a link to it in the description if you don't know where to get it. So yeah, 4 different pieces. We want this all to be seamless, one piece with no cracks in it. Now there is a slight little weird thing that happens with the legs. If you notice, it jumps up and down here around the ankle. So sometimes if you don't set up your seamless body right, you can have a little crack there, which is super annoying. So I'm going to show you how to get around that. So the first thing we want to do is select the female naked top, delete the Physique, go into the attach mode and attach the pelvis. Now get out of the attach mode, select either one of the legs, it doesn't matter. Turn the Physique off so that it will be off on both. Go down into editable poly mode and attach the top part and attach the other leg. So now when you go back into the Physique mode, it's turned off right now, so it's dropped down. When you turn it back on, it lines up. Now when we export this for Imvu, we're going to export it with the Physique off to where the ankles are down, in the down position. That's the only way you can get it to line up correctly in Imvu with the feet. Okay, so now we have our body all attached, but we still have the seams. So go down into Editable Poly, go into your vertex mode. I just control all, select all of them, and then click Wield. Okay, so now that makes it look all nice and smooth, but we still need to go into the UV map. So put on an unwrap UVW modifier, open the editor. Okay, let's make this a little darker here so we can see what we're doing. And make this the correct size for Imvu. Okay, so here we are. The way I do this is I go to Target Wield and I go in and I wield all these together. And this just makes sure that if anybody, like, you know, does a bathing suit or something, that it should line up properly. So go in and click all of these. Now for this one, you do not want to wield the hips to the body because this needs to be the same as the skin files. So this right here, you need to leave alone for your body. Now if you do like a pair of pants or, you know, a whole full seamless bodysuit that's not the skin composite layer, you can go ahead and wield those. But for just the skin composite layer, just the body, just leave those alone. Okay, so go ahead and collapse that down. And voila, we have our seamless body. Now you can go in and You can mess around with soft selection or however you want to do it to change their body. You can also use the FFD modifiers to go in and change them, but we're not going to go into that today. Okay, so now if you move the time slider, you can see we're all messed up. This is so not going to work. So we need to re-physique the body. So if we go down into vertex mode and highlight everything here, we can see a bunch of light red squares and some dark red squares. Light red means that you're only weighed to one link in the scene. The dark red means that you are weighed to more than one link in the scene. So, I mean, we can tell just by looking at this that this isn't going to work because we're only weighed to one link up here and that's not going to blend smooth and yada yada. So we need to fix it. So what I like to do is I like to have two 3ds Maxes open side by side. If you go into front viewport on all of these, I like to work from front to back and then finish up on the sides anything that I've missed. So what you want to do is make sure that you have all of your vertices selected, unlock them, and then click Remove from Link. Now, yes, we do have the whole left body is already physiqued correctly, but this is going to make your job 1,000 times easier. So go in with the Remove from Link selected and drag across the whole entire body, and then all of your vertices should turn blue. So now they're only linked to what's it called? The female master root. So basically what this does, we want to lock them all again. What this does is it lets you know which ones you've finished and which ones you haven't finished. Because if they're all red, you don't know if you might have done that one or not. So here we have them blue. And the red ones will be done, the blue ones won't. So you just pick an area and you start at it. We'll just start with the top over here, okay? Let's start with the neck. So if we come in here, and we go down into vertex mode here, click one of the vertices, click type in weights. That's going to show you all of the weights. So then you can come over here, click type in weights, and here we go. Now there's two ways you can go about doing this. One of them takes a lot longer than the other, but I'm going to show you both so you can do whichever you like. Okay, you can either, this is the first way, the one that takes the longest, unlock the vertice, go in here, assign to link, and then click whichever links you want it to be assigned to, lock it, and then go and change its value. That takes forever. Okay, so the easiest way to do it is go down here and click all links. Voila, you have all the links right here in front of you. So all you have to do is go in and change the values. So let's see. We have spinal 4. Come in here, go 0.773. And then Neco 1, find that. 0.592. Scroll down a little further, there should be another spinal 4 and go 0.598. Okay, so if you're used to skinning, skinning goes by bones. So basically, you'll only ever be weighed to a bone once. With the links, a bone can have more than one link, so you can weigh to more than one link. I am not a pro with physique. I'm self-taught. I don't understand a whole lot of it, so that just doesn't make any sense to me. I don't know. So sometimes I like to go in and instead of having it like it does in the original file linked to two links, sometimes I just make or two links in one bone. Sometimes I just make it one and figure it out that way. So it just is up to you. You can either follow it exactly how you see it or do it your own way, however you like to do it. So that's what you do. I'm not going to go through any more because I hate doing this. But that's how you do it. So you just go through and you copy over each one. It took me a couple of hours the first time. Well, it took me a couple of days the first time because I could only do like an hour at a time before I just want to pull my hair out. But so you go through and you fix all of those, okay? So I'm going to stop the video here and open up another file that I've already finished, and we'll continue on.